Alright, dumbasses. Let me just clear this up for you. My last video, or my last Smash Dojo News video, was all about praising the Super Smash Bros. Brawl roster. Which it should be praised, because this is the best roster they have had over the past 2 games. And yet, you are getting spoiled with characters. You complain because the roster didn't go your way. Like, let's look at some of these comments from my past Smash Dojo News video that some of these idiots gave me. Okay, let me open this up here. There were some good comments and there were some bad comments. So let's go over the bad comments because they're the ones bothering me. So, here's one guy who really pissed me off. Melee is how it's pronounced. Melee is not how it's pronounced. It's melee. Alright, asshole. I said it was melee in the video. I did not once say melee. So shut up. 2. Killer poop stick and coconut head haircut. Yup, I got my hair gypped from me again. So what? TDJ65 had to get a haircut. Fuck you. 3. Missed 27. Ugh, you're annoying. Ugh, you're a fag. 3. Table 495. Rob doesn't deserve to be in Brawl when there are better characters than him. You know who else is 20 years old? Mega Man. Mega Man's not in there. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Mega Man isn't even a Nintendo character. Well, you know what, Spoon Beast? Sonic and Snake aren't Nintendo characters either. Yeah, but listen out. Sonic and Snake were the 2 to get in. Sakurai said there might be a third-party character. He said don't guarantee it. But there is 2, so you should be happy with that. And then some guy said I forgot Wolf O'Donnell. I guess he didn't check out my updated video. So here's what you dumbasses need to think about when you look at the roster. This is the best roster a Smash game has ever had. And you are dissing it just because Mega Man or Isaac from Golden Sun didn't get in? Come on! Let me bring this out to you dumbasses in 3 ways. I had a top 6 for Brawl, okay? Not a top 10, not a top 9, not a top 8, not a top 7. Not even a top 5 or a top 3. I had a top 6. Now, here's where top 3 comes back in, okay? My top 3 for Brawl were Sonic, Lucario, and Captain Olimar, in that order, okay? And then my supplementary 3 behind that were Balloon Fighter, Little Mac, and Midna. So Balloon Fighter from Everyone Knows Where, Little Mac from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and Midna from Twilight Princess. Now, this is how it went. Out of all those 6, out of waiting since April with this top 6, all the way to October, surprisingly, to my huge surprise, Sonic was the first announced out of my top 6. Okay? So that means I have a top 5 now. And then, a bit after, Little Mac gets screwed after he had so much potential. He got screwed out of being in Brawl and became an assist trophy when they could have done so much with his character, okay? And yet, he had so much potential to be such a unique character, and I just took him out and made him an assist trophy. So then my top 5 went to a top 4. We are now left with Lucario, Captain Olimar, Balloon Fighter, and Midna. And then, a couple months later, well, more than a couple months, it was October, November, December, like, about 3 months later, Captain Olimar was announced. And I hit the roof when I seen that, because that means another character I wanted got in. So I was happy that day. Now, the top 4 gets to a top 3. That leaves my second most wanted pick, Lucario, and then my two supplementary picks, Balloon Fighter and Midna. And then, with an icon leak, I semi-knew that Lucario was in, but I didn't know 100%. And with the final roster being leaked completely, and all these videos that people are uploading of Brawl gameplay, I know for 100% that Lucario's in. That takes him off my off my 3 that are left out. And out of the final roster, I look for my 2 left picks, and they're not in there. So, out of a top 6, I got my top 3 picks in Brawl, which is awesome. A lot of people can't say they got that, but I did. My top 3 got in.
Okay, out of a possible 6, let's see how well I did on my character picks. Number 1, Sonic. Now, out of all the possible characters I could have picked, it was kind of hard to find, well, not really that hard to find a number 1, as I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan, and Sonic is my second favorite video game character of all time behind Mario. And it was always a privilege for me to play Sonic at a friend's house who had an actual Sega Genesis, because I only had a Super Nintendo. And for my friends who couldn't play Mario, it was a privilege to play Mario at my house, and in return, I could play Sonic at theirs. So, for when I heard Brawl was coming out back in August, I didn't think much of it because I was in grade 7 at the time, and I didn't really think of a character list until I really started getting into the game this summer, or this past April. And I thought of a number 1 pick, and the first thing that came to my mind was, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog. And since there's allowed to be another third-party character, I thought, who else better, you know? He's already starring with Mario. At the time, he was going to be starring with Mario at the Olympic Games, so I thought this could be a pretty cool thing, and let's see how this prediction turned out. Cha-ching! My first pick came true. Awesome! Number 2, Lucario. Now, as I said earlier, thinking of a character list was kind of hard for me back when I first created it this past April. Now, after being a longtime Pokemon fan, I don't usually watch it anymore, but when a movie of Pokemon really strikes my eye, it's a guilty pleasure to go like rent it and watch it. And the one of Lucario in it, the Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, was actually a very, very good Pokemon movie. It's got to be one of my favorites, around with Pokemon 3, which is my all-time favorite Pokemon movie. So this one has to be my second favorite, just for the fact that Lucario's in it. And he made a good impact on me, and for some reason I was thinking of him the day I created this list. So once I thought of him, that was it. So, yeah, he made it to my second most wanted pick. So let's see how I did. Woo! My second pick came true. Ooh yeah. What? This picture isn't enough for you? You don't believe I'm telling the truth that Lucario's in Brawl? You don't believe me? All right then. Well, how about this? Is this picture enough proof for you? You believe me now? What? No? Still not satisfied? All right then. There's your damn proof right here. Number 3, Captain Olimar. Definitely a top pick for me, because, you know, Pikmin is just an awesome game, and I love the series. The Pikmin games are extremely fun, and I enjoy them a lot. So what better way to get the Pikmin series even more well-known than put the main character in Super Smash Bros. Brawl? What a great opportunity. Put Olimar in there. He has great potential to be such a great character. He could have such a unique moveset. Let's see how my prediction came through. Again, another 100% perfect prediction. Number 4. Oh, now we're getting into the preliminary picks. Now, yeah, Balloon Fighter, of course. He could have had such a great and unique moveset. But did the Smash World use him? No, you can look at the final roster, which means he's automatically out of my picks. I bet they didn't even put him as an assist trophy. Well, anyway, we got the fish from his series at a stage. Number 5, yeah, this would have been awesome. Yeah, Little Mac from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. He could have had, just like Balloon Fighter, he could have been such a unique addition to the game. He could have had a great moveset, such an original character. But did they use him? Well, in a way, they fucking assist trophied him. Just pathetic. Number 6, Midna. Yeah, from Twilight Princess. She could have used all of her attacks through Wolf Link, and that could have been an amazing moveset of uniqueness to the character. That could have been one of the most unique characters in the game. She would have rode Wolf Link and could have made so much impact out of that. It would have been awesome. But since we figured out the final looks, did they use a character with such uniqueness who could have had a great moveset through Wolf Link and could have had a great final smash? Did they go with that? No, they didn't. Well, since I pretty much conquered that one, yeah, 3 out of my top 6 got in. All my preliminary picks were one of them was screwed over, and 2 were just didn't even care about. And well, my top 3 got in, so I guess I'm pretty lucky about that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and Spood Beast out.